quality of highly successful people is greed. But what is greed and why is it important? Successful people are greedy. They work on the most important goals or projects, even when they face difficulties, setbacks, failures, resistance, or loss. Successful people don't easily give up in face of adversities. Actually, adversities, setbacks, and failures actually ignite them, motivates them to keep going and seek people who can actually help them move forward. In her book, Grit, the author Angela Duckworth outlines the process you can use to develop this quality. I highly recommend you to get this book. Below this video, I put a link for you to check it out. In short, grit comes down to your habits. It's about doing the little things every single day on a consistent basis. It's about your dedication and ability to stick to a routine that will move you closer to your desired outcome and results. Having grit means that you are willing to be patient and you understand that in everything there are failures and frustrations. But people who keep going despite challenges, despite setbacks, difficulties, adversities, these are the gritty people. These are the people who actually are going to make it, the people who are going to be successful. So don't take failure and setbacks personally. Use them as a tool to move you forward, because successful people don't talk about failures, they talk about learning tools. For them, failures are just learning lessons, something they can use to get them closer to their desired dreams. If you really want to be successful, remember that it's not just about being polite or having the right mindset or skills. It's also about having the right qualities, having the qualities that will move you closer to your goals. And having these great qualities is crucial because you have the passion and the perseverance to keep going despite challenges, despite setbacks, despite difficulties, despite adversities. Always remember, life is 10% what you experience and 90% of how you respond to it. It is not about what happened to you, but it's about how you respond to what happened to you. So the way we respond to setbacks and failures and adversities is crucial if we really want to be a highly successful person in the future.
If you want to make more money, manage it wisely like multi-millionaire, multiply it fast so you can grow, then make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we launch amazing videos like this.
Simply put, if you don't love what you do, you won't sustain your motivation for long. And when the going gets tough, you will easily give up. You want to know how to develop grit? If so, let me give you 9 ways to develop grit so you can become a highly successful person. First way to develop grit is to define what grit means to you. For example, means working on the goals I'm passionate and obsessed about. For example, eradicating income inequality in the world is something I'm passionate and obsessed about. Also, helping people create wealth through creating assets instead of focusing on getting more income is also something I'm passionate about. Also, teaching people how to keep developing and improving themselves so they can become a better and stronger version of themselves. All these ideas, all these things are things that actually makes me feel good and get up every day in the morning. The second way actually to develop grit is to build grit with small wins. We know that in order to succeed in anything we do, we need to start small and celebrate every single time we succeed, or if you like, celebrate as we progress towards our goals. I would recommend you to implement the 80-20 rule, which is about doing less so you can get more, instead of doing too many things and then don't get anything done. And then the third way to develop greed is to build strong habits. Habits that will help you become a highly successful person. You need to associate with highly successful people. Read the books, watch the videos, associate with people like me, people who want to help you to become a highly successful person. The fourth way is to clarify your goal. The greatest people are crystal clear about their ultimate goal, and most of the smaller goals align with that goal. So what are the top 3 goals to help you succeed in your life? For example, this could be one top career goal, one top business or money-making goal, and another one could be a goal related to long life learning. I like to follow Warren Buffett's 3-step process to clarify my goals. Warren Buffett is a billionaire, one of the best investors in the world. To write first 25 career goals, and then the second thing he recommends is to prioritize the 5 highest priority goals. The third thing Warren Buffett recommends is that with the 20 remaining goals, is that he said to avoid them at all costs because they distract us from our 5 top goals. Identify your interest. Interest is the source of passion. In fact, people who are more satisfied with their jobs and lives, they do so because they have personal interest. I always tell young people that if they don't know what they want to do in the future, to start with their interests. What they spend their most time doing, what are their hobbies, and what are the things that gives them passion, the things that make them like alive, what things they think about all day long, what they really care about, what matters most to them. People who are greedy simply spend more time on tasks and goals. People spend a lot of time on tasks, on their most important things all day long. They deliberately practice and spend time working on the things they really care about. So, for example, they like to define a clear, defined stretch goal that's going to stretch them they put their full concentration and effort on this goal. They do immediate and informative feedback. They make sure they gathering feedback from other people to make sure they're doing the right thing. They make sure they do repetition with reflection and refinement. If you want to develop greed, then you need to know your purpose. Think about what are you passionate about. That is the beginning of purpose. Whatever is your passion, ask yourself, how does it contribute to the well-being of others? How can I use my passion to make the world a better place? Greedy people, they have a purpose that is bigger than themselves. That is not just self-centered, but it is also people-centered. So think about that.
If you want to make more money, manage it wisely like multi-millionaire, multiply it fast so you can grow, then make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we launch amazing videos like this.
Another way to develop greed is to practice optimistic self-talk. A lot of what we attempt depends on your mindset. So make sure you develop a growth mindset, a mindset of abundance. If you want to know more about mindset, click the video above to learn more about why mindset matters for success. Another great way to develop greed is to join a greedy culture. We all know that the culture we are in or the environment we are in have a massive influence on our behaviors. So one of the quickest way to actually change ourselves is to join a culture where people are actually working endlessly towards ongoing personal development. Join a culture where People have high aspirations. People support themselves. They support each others. Studies shows that people who join successful cultures are more likely to be successful because they adopt the same habits, behaviors, and mindsets of that culture. On the same way, people who join unhealthy cultures, they tend to become the same way. If you join, for example, a destructive group where they tend to harm people, you tend to become one of them as well. So make sure you join a Grichi culture and use it to do well in the world. Are you enjoying this video so far? If so, make sure you subscribe to Success Booster Academy in the button below and then ring the notification bell so you can be notified when we launch new videos. Also, make sure you share this video with only 3 friends you know need to develop the 3 top qualities of highly successful people.